Hello everyone, my name is Angelica and welcome to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with 3 new DIY gift ideas. They are perfect for any occasion like birthday or upcoming Valentine's Day. They also can be given as a main present or addition to something else. In all of my today's projects I will be using clay, which make the gifts look solid and look more professional. So if you are willing to give handmade present to someone you care about, I hope you find the idea in this video. And now without any further ado, let's get right into the first project. Plants are so popular right now, so even if someone doesn't have green thumb, I'm sure they will appreciate full plant in pot made by you. I'm reusing my small grey pot as I had to replant the flower from it. I don't have any stamp or cutter in the shape of heart, so instead I've cut small heart out of cardboard. For this project I'm using polymer clay. I take small piece and start rolling it out flat. I'm using white one as this is what I already had. You can use a red or pink one and skip the process of painting it. I make sure it's the same thickness on the whole piece, in this case about 2 to 3 millimeters. I place my heart on top of the clay and using sharp knife I trace the shape around it. You can cut it deeper straight away or trace the lines first and then cut it out. Not to change the shape too much, try to cut it by quick and short knife moves. Take it up and tap the edges with your finger to smooth it out. I keep making the heart shape, still my flower pot is covered. You can always buy heart-shaped cutter and make this process much easier and quicker. I place the hearts around the pot to see how many of them I will need. Then I place them flat on baking tray with baking paper and bake for 30 minutes at 110 Celsius degrees. But always read the instructions first on your clay as it might vary on different brands. Meanwhile, I take my pot outside and spray paint it in white. After baking and cooling down, the hearts are ready to be painted. I'm going for traditional red color, but you of course can use different one or even make completely different shapes. I paint front and edges of each heart. Once they are dry, I take super glue and start attaching them to the pot one by one. You can always work on the bigger scale project and use a larger pot. Place the plant inside and give it to someone who you care about. Mushrooms are design's hottest trend, you can read in Elle Decor article. The hype for mushroom design and pattern is still growing, so I've decided to make mine own as well. And I actually know someone who will be very excited to receive it. This project is inspired by Urban Outfitters' a mushroom photo holder. And what's the better material to use for creating sculpture than air dry clay? It's super affordable and easy to play around with it and changing its shape. First, I create the stem of the mushroom, which is kind of in the shape of roller, but slightly wider on the bottom. This will also help to keep the mushroom straight. I try to make its surface as smooth as I can. Then I start creating the cap, which is in shape of half ball, flat on the bottom and convex on the top. To make the whole construction more stable, I'm going to place metal wire inside both of the parts. I cut it to the length I need and then push it inside the center of mushroom stem. I remove it and then I gently push it inside the cup. I bend the wire for better security. I make sure all fits together and then cover the hole with small piece of clay. To make the connection seamless, I squeeze two parts together and add some of the clay slip. As I've mentioned before, this mushroom will be playing role of photo holder. So for that reason, I have to make cut almost on the whole length of the cup. It don't have to be super deep. Take the photo, place it inside the hole and see how well the photo is standing. For me, the cut wasn't deep enough, so I cut more of the clay out. And last but not least, I'm making few scales around the cup. You can always skip this part and just paint them later on, but I've thought it will be a nicer touch if they actually sticking out a little bit. I make small clay balls and press them on top of the mushroom's cup. Once the clay is completely dry, I start painting it using acrylic paints. I'm going for traditional look of toadstool with white scales on top of the red cup. This project has two functions. It makes cool and unique home decoration, like also entertaining people. To create my tic-tac-toe board, I'm using air dry clay. I take quite big piece of it and straight away I roll it out flat. I make sure the whole piece has the same thickness. I take a ruler and create first straight cut. The board will be square, so I have to make sure each edge is the same length and also has straight corners. Once it's nicely cut, I remove the excess clay and start making the edges. I move the clay onto baking paper so it will be easier to move it and it won't stick to it as much as it would to my worktop. For each edge I make thin roll. To make them stick better, I create small cuts all around the edge of my square. And as a glue, I'm using clay slip. I press it slightly down to make it more square than round. And the same way I attach other three pieces. To get rid of the gap between two parts, I press them together with my wooden knife and then smooth it out. Slightly damp sponge also helps with smoothing the surface down and getting rid of any imperfections. Now it's time to divide one big square into 9 smaller ones. I make roll pieces which are thinner than the edge and attach them onto a bigger square. I press them down and then fill all the gaps with clay slip. Before I leave it to dry, I smooth it all out. Now it's time to create knots and crosses. To cut the circle shape out, I'm using cookie cutter, which size will easily fit into my board, and then smaller cutter for the hole inside. And because I don't have cross-shape cutter, I made the template out of cardboard. And like in my first project, I placed the template flat on the clay and traced the lines around it. I smoothed it all out and leave it till fully dry. Choose your favorite colors and paint it. Use different color for knots and crosses for more outstanding finish. Let me know in the comment section which project was your favorite, and if you are going to recreate any of them, make sure to tag me on Instagram, as I love seeing your creations. And if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give a thumb up and consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more DIY projects. I will also leave the video links in the description box with my other DIY gift ideas. And for now, thank you so much for watching, your support, and I will see you in my next video.